Morning everyone! So this is the final card of my mini Halloween series within my Halloween series for 2019. So I'm going to use Stampin' Bella's Vampire Girl, the Oddball range. I love this range. I love how quirky it is. There is also a Christmas series range which I haven't got my hands on yet, so I say yet because I can't help myself. But I thought for Halloween these are perfect. So I'm going to use that stamp set, and again, this is taking this back. This whole point of the series was to take this back to basics. So yes, all the cards I'm doing basically the same thing with them, but showing you how they will all look very different. And I will do a final video, a 5th video, that will show you all 4 cards together, and you'll see although the principles are all the same, they all look different. So I have my little Oddball here, and I used my brother's scan and cut to cut her out. So I did have to put some little pencil lines in so that the scanner can see the outline, rather than trying to do, get into all the detail, because there is a lot of detail on these stamps. And so I have erased those just to save some time on the video. And I have a stitched rectangle that I cut from some Lawn Fawn dies. Again, you don't need a die for this, you can just cut a basic rectangle. And I have a piece of, and this is basic black, sorry, Stampin' Up! Cardstock. This is Fresh Fig, I think, Stampin' Up! Cardstock. I don't believe this is available anymore, for those of you who are staying on top of that. I've just got tons of cardstock that I need to use, so I couldn't get rid of it. And it measures 4 by 5 1/4, and I've just embossed it with a Tim Holtz, it's a like Harlequin dry embossing folder. Yeah, it's just the coolest thing, and it's kind of like a distressed Harlequin, which is so Tim Holtz. Need I say more? And then I have a piece of Nina heavyweight, so this is 110-pound card, and it measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to score it. Oh, that was a bit loud, sorry, especially if this is first thing in the morning for you. And I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. So this creates a standard A2 size card. You could adjust the measurements if you needed to make an A6 card, which is what comes out of an A4 piece of cardstock. But it doesn't matter. Don't get too hung up on the actual size of the card. It's how you put this thing together. So I am going to let's do our inking. So first of all, I'm going to use some Vintage Photo Distress ink, and as with all things Halloween, I am inking everything with this ink. I don't know why the Vintage Photo is the one that I've picked on this year. Oh, hello, Magic. She will probably be back. My cat, 6-month-old monster, because let's face it, she's huge for 6 months old. Anyway, so I don't know why I picked Vintage Photo as the brown tone, but any brown tone will work for this sort of thing. I think the Vintage Photo just lends itself to it because it's got that sort of vintagey, old school kind of look. And again, just going around the edges of everything here. Obviously not the black cardstock, there's no point, you're not going to see it. If it makes you feel better, go around the edges of it, by all means. I did wonder if my OCD would kick in and I would have to go around the edges of it because I'm inking everything else. But I've managed to not have to do that. And also my little image here. My little witchy. And Magic will be back, I'm sure. So apologies if her head gets in the way of the video. Or her tail just gets in everything. It's like the fluffiest thing you've ever seen in your life. Maggie. Oh, she's been pretty good. No, you can't eat that. Don't eat that. Thank you. She loves paper. As soon as a bit of paper moves, that's it, she's there, she's on it. Do you want that? Do you want to play with that? Play with that then. Right. So I'm going to get my panel down. Again, putting some adhesive all the way around because it does get a bit warped when it... I probably sound like a stuck record. If you've watched all 4 of these videos in a row, I probably sound a bit like a stuck record, so apologies. But if you're only watching, this is the first one, then there are 3 more, plus the final one, which will show all the cards together. But if you've been watching them, you'll probably think, oh my god, she sent this like 15 times. Hello. It stops it warp, it stops it from curling up. So just make sure you've got enough adhesive on there for that. I'm going to do what I did in the last video. I wouldn't normally suggest this, but I am aware that I have a very fluffy cat on my desk who at any point will probably want to get stuck into the glue, etc. So I'm going to pop this on somewhat in the middle. Again, just putting enough adhesive because you are actually going, she's after the lid, going, oh, you are sticking it onto an embossed area. And then I'm going to decide where I want my little, oh, perfect, where I wanted to put her. And I'm just going to go back in with some, this is Versacolor in white. It's number 80 in their range, but it's a white pigment ink, so if you have a pigment ink that is white, that will work just fine. And the actual script isn't straight, so I'm not worried if the actual image isn't straight, if that makes sense. The sentiment, sorry, isn't completely straight. It's not going to make the world a difference. She's so nosy. I would not have that animal any other way. She really is the cutest thing. The fluffiest thing. But super cute. Right, I need some longer pieces. So I'm just cutting some foam down. Oh, that just about works. Maggie, can you leave my lighting alone? I know it's like, you know, odd lighting, but it's my lighting. Leave it be, will you, Missy? Right, again, I'm just... Magic says hi. Oh, I'm just going to take all the stickies. Hey! I'm just going to take the stickies off the back here, and I'll be back. So, cat off the desk. Bless her, she just wants to be involved in everything. Right, so I've put like a billion little foam dots on the back there, and I'm just going to stick her about here, I think. I'm kind of lining up her legs with the, oh, she's back, with the stitch line on this panel. So again, again, you can add some extra little doodads here, you know, a couple of sequins or some nouveau drops or what have you, but I just think that looks so cute. And Magic's back. I wasn't sure if she... Oh no, she's lying down. That's saying something. Right, so anyway, completely distracted video. Sorry about that, guys. Hope you liked this video. I hope that you've enjoyed this series. If you're watching this one first, then please go back and watch 1 to 3 as well as this one. And there will be a 4th one that I will bring out that will have all 4 cards together, so you can see them all, how they look side by side. And so yeah, I hope you like, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more from me. And happy Halloween from both me and Magic. Look, this is the tail. Look at it. Give me that tail. Anyway, happy Halloween, guys. Bye.